Hey you guys, welcome to Sunshine Haze. I'm Aja A. As you see, tarot cards, I don't know if you can see my foot, but it fell asleep, so I have to sit like this. You see tarot cards on your screen. It's time for a reading. We are back to the regularly scheduled program. This is your reading for the Sagittarian lunar cycle. For those of you that keep up with my channel, I know you missed the Scorpio lunar cycle. If you are interested in watching them, they are backdated. If you just want to see them for reflective purposes, but this is the current lunar cycle, so this is a tarot forecast that is relevant now. Looking at December to November, and this video is for Pisces, my water sisters and brothers. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, and Pisces rising. If you feel like what I'm saying in this video doesn't resonate with you, just please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody, but I do have a link down in the description box to a playlist with all of the other signs. You had a couple cards fall out, Pisces. You've got the Self card reversed, and you've got the 10 of Earth falling out of the Dreams of Gaia deck. This is coming up with a little bit of a message of either feeling like things are kind of turned upside down for you, and not understanding why things are happening the way that they're happening, having a disconnect with yourself, a disconnect with your higher self. This 10 of Earth telling me that it could be external influences that are making you feel like this, but this is also coming up with the message again. This is a card that brings the energy of a message of trusting the process. Things that happen, everything happens for a reason. So if you're feeling a little off, Pisces, if you're feeling truly in that Pisces, you know, the two tails tied together, the fish going in different directions, if you're feeling that energy right now, the chaotic sense of it, definitely just understand that everything is happening for a reason. You will eventually be able to turn this energy back into an upright position. You just have to trust the process. Understand that life is a classroom where we're always learning lessons. It's a teacher, so everything that's happening is for you to learn something, or for you to gain something from it, or for you to at least gain some knowledge, you know. Okay, let's finish shuffling. As I was saying, check out your moon and or rising sign if it doesn't resonate with you. It's a general reading, okay? This is the typical lunar cycle spread. Okay, and there's another card falling out. That is the Journey card, and that just, I think, is a confirmation of trusting the process. Life happens as it should, and you've just got to understand that it's all a part of making you who you are, Pisces. So as things are unfolding, as things are happening, try not to fight them with the resistant energy. Just try to go along with the flow, tap into your water, and understand that things happen again as they should, and they are all contributing to the life that you are living and that you will be living. Okay, so typical 5-card spread. Going to be looking at the energy for you guys during the Sagittarian lunar cycle. Also going to be looking at any crossing energies, because we are talking about Sagittarius. Looking at where you need to look at things in the bigger picture, where you need to gain a better understanding. Also going to be looking at where you need to be a little bit more adventurous and take a leap of faith. And then, as always, going to be looking at your soul message. Something extra for you to take away with you from this spread, okay, Pisces? All right, let's start cutting the deck and pulling these cards. Ooh, okay, all right. Okay, I was about to say something. Okay, so as I shuffle these other cards, what videos do I want you guys to watch? As this is the Sagittarian lunar cycle, check out that new moon in Sagittarius video. I've got a link down in the description box to that video. We are finishing up the fall season, so go on and check out that Autumn Equinox. Hi, Mushi. Check out that Autumn Equinox tarot forecast. Those Autumn Equinox tarot forecasts. I've got a link to that playlist down in the description box as well. We did just have Jupiter transit into Sagittarius. It is home, and I've got a video up on that. Very prosperous, very lucky, very expansive time for everybody underneath the Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. And then also, we are out of the Mercury in retrograde, but we are still in the shadow of that chaotic energy, so I would suggest checking out the Mercury in retrograde video as well. Okay, y'all? All right, let's go on and cut this deck and start kicking some game to you, Pisces. I've been listening to, shoot, I can't think of the name of it, but the song with Snoop Dogg on it on Anderson .Paak's new CD, his new album. That's my jam. That's my shit. I think I'm in the rough end, or the west. I think I'm in the rough ends now. Hey. What, Moshi? Hi, girl. All right, Pisces. The first card that you've got coming up in your spread is in the position of what energy is either coming up for you or what energy you're supposed to be tapping into during this lunar cycle, and that is the emotion and intellect card. And you know, just naturally it is as it says it is. This is a card of alignment, so it does talk about, you know, bringing your emotions into balance and also understanding your emotions as well. So as I was saying earlier, with those cards falling out, I felt like something may have happened to where you feel kind of like a disconnect with yourself. Also possibly to where you just kind of feel, you know, very emotionally chaotic. Maybe your emotions are all out of whack. Maybe something happened that has you feeling just the extremes of happiness, the extremes of sadness, of anger, of just anything, just depending. And with that 10 of Earth card falling out, I feel like it is external. This card, I think for you, Pisces, is more so coming in with the energy of being in balance within your emotions and allowing your thoughts to contribute to that imbalance. Mushi says, yes, I might be right. She's on my lap now. Hi, I'm doing a reading, cat. You gonna read the people their cards? Are you gonna read them their cards? Anyways. So this card coming up in this position, I think Pisces, this is kind of a dual energy for you coming in during the Sagittarian lunar cycle. I very much so believe that some of you, again, this is a general reading, so if you feel like what I'm saying is not like, you're like, no, that ain't it, girl, go on and check out a different video. But for those of you that this is resonating with, I do believe that something may have happened that has thrown your emotions all off whack. Maybe you had some sort of shift happen in your life to where you're just kind of trying to find your footing again. Maybe something happened around you that may have put you in a very like hectic emotional state. But at the same time, as this being an energy that you're supposed to tap into, that you may, that's on the end of what you'll be dealing with. Energy that you're supposed to tap to is bringing that all into balance. The intellect portion, I think, is the most important part of this, Pisces. You are water, so you resonate more so in your water. So if your emotions are all chaotic right now, I would not be surprised to understand that you're just very much feeling everything, and that's more so what you're focused on and what you're pulled towards and what you're acting out of. This intellect aspect of this card, I believe, is coming in to say, Pisces, during this next month, during this lunar cycle, you guys are supposed to be tapping into understanding the emotions that you're going through. You know, sometimes that people use that saying of, we're just going through the motions. They do mean that as a physical motions, but I sometimes in my head look at it like we're just going through the emotions. Shit is happening and we're just acting based on what we feel from the shit that is happening, right? For you, Pisces, I think you are supposed to tap a little bit into this intellect. Okay, shit's happening, and then you start feeling a certain way. But why are you feeling that way? And if it's chaotic, why is it so chaotic? How can you move yourself out of the chaos? Is it justified for it to be so chaotic? You know, Pisces, I think you're supposed to be thinking about how you're emotionally reacting to things. And I think understanding your emotional reactions or emotional triggers or the things that, you know, cause you to get in your feelings or cause these things to happen or these emotions to come up, I believe you're supposed to come into an understanding of them. Again, you are water, so things that come up a lot in water people's spreads are getting a grip on our emotions, understanding why we're so emotional and getting a grip on them, and understanding that it is okay to exhibit them, but understanding when it needs to be reeled back, understanding when it needs to be shown. So I think for you, Pisces, a lot of you are going to have to deal with balancing that thing out, balancing these things out. Some of you may be dealing with what I deal with sometimes, where people are telling you, oh, you're too emotional, you're too sensitive. Some of you might be dealing with, why are you so caught up on that? Like, why do you care so much? And typically I tell people not to think about that, and that it's okay to be, you know, in your little heart chakra. But as these questions come up, Pisces, don't look at them as an attack. Look at them as a reminder that you need to be asking those questions yourself to yourself, okay? All right, the next card coming up in your spread, Pisces, is in the position of the crossing energy for you, and you've, interestingly enough, got the Ace of Wands. So this is a card that talks about new beginnings. The energy that I get for that, Pisces, is that a lot of you, and I remember like a couple months ago, y'all had some wild spreads, some spreads with a lot of aw shit cards, a lot of like, oh, I'm sorry y'all are going through this. a lot of you just came into something new. What I get from this card being the crossing energy here is that a lot of you just came into something new, and either something related or something completely unrelated external from those cards falling out earlier threw you for a loop. And so you're trying to balance coming into this new energy and making sure that it's positive and making sure that it's what you want it to be. But at the same time, on a completely different level, you are so in your feelings. You are so in your head about what just happened. You're like, what the fuck? I just got to this point and now this shit is happening. Like, how did that even, that wasn't supposed to happen? Now I got to deal with this, but how am I going to find time to deal with this? But at the same time, I can't even move myself away from this because I have to deal with this. But when do I find time to deal with this? So then you're just all flustered and you're like, oh, I can't make moves, I have to make moves. Oh, I'm sad, now I'm mad, I'm happy. Okay, so this is a crossing energy. As I say in all of my spreads, at least these lunar spreads, we try to turn this crossing energy into an upright position to become a supporting energy for the energy that you're supposed to tap into. So right now with the crossing energy, you're resonating on the side of emotional imbalance, right? By the end of this lunar cycle, we want you to come into this emotional balance and understanding your emotions, right? The Ace of Wands being the crossing energy here, I do believe Pisces just has a lot to do with, like, you're trying to focus on starting or building something new for yourself, and just shit around you is just making it so that you have to keep pulling your focus away from whatever this is. So with that being said, Pisces, what I want to say is, because you are water, it's going to be hard to tell you, okay, so you need to pull yourself away from your emotions. There's really nothing that you can do. You have to put your energy here. That's just what I feel. That's what I get from it. It's like you have to focus here. But this is kind of like, this is in the background. So what I believe, Pisces, for you is that you need to exert positive energy here. And when you have time, go through the routines that help you gain clarity, whether that's meditation, whether that's painting a picture, singing a song, going for a run, talking to a friend. The things that bring you clarity and bring you peace, you need to be tapping into them in your off time. As you're tapping into those things will open up energies or open up avenues for you to bring yourself into emotional balance, for you to bring yourself into alignment, for you to resonate with the positive energy of understanding your emotions and understanding the ways in which we should react emotionally to certain situations. And then with that, once you get a grip on all that, you will be able to have this Ace of Wands behind here, and in turn these two cards will go hand in hand. You'll understand your actions coming from a place of intellect and coming from a place of emotion, okay? The next card that you have coming up in your spread, Pisces, is the Knight of Coins. And the Knight of Coins is in the, the Knight of Coins is in the position of where you need to look at things with a little bit of a broader perspective, where you need to look at the bigger picture. This is a Pentacles card. So this is your earth suit, your earth element. So foundations, finances, relationships, sometimes career also. This card coming up here kind of confirms what I was saying about this new start. This is a card of travel, so I believe that a lot of you Pisces have really come into a new something and you're trying to build upon it. This is not the king, so he's a developing king of coins, okay? Developing. So this is talking about really having a dub. Like you gotta win at some point in life, and you're just really dealing with, like, oh my gosh, like, things are just happening and it's really pulling me away from what's going on here. As I tell everybody, everything is a divine timing. I don't believe in coincidence at all. I believe everything happens for a reason. So look at things in the bigger picture. All this shit that's happening, you do have to take a step back and say that life is life and shit is meant to happen the way it's supposed to happen, whether we understand it at the time or not. It's supposed to go down the way that it's supposed to go down. And instead of dwelling on why this happened this way, oh, I'm so angry that, you know, this opportunity was taken from me, or this person is no longer in my life, or, you know, this didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. You really have got to look at things in the bigger picture, Pisces. You just came into something new. So don't, you know, yes, give the time and the energy that you need to deal with whatever this is here, but try not to dwell on it, because you've got so many other things to be building upon. You've got so much shit to do. And this is a positive card. This is a card of growth, kind of like budding growth, but this is kind of like, okay, you're past the budding position. Now you're to the point of actually sprouting the seeds. You know what I'm saying? And it is a Pentacles, it is a Earth, it's a Coins card, so it is kind of a slow moving energy. But with that being said, this is a very stable energy. So Pisces, Understand that your new start does not have to be a crossing energy. It doesn't have to be stressful, especially attached to whatever is going on. Sometimes those things are not even related, but I do understand that external influences can sometimes can sometimes affect what we have going on in our day-to-day. But Pisces, understand you just came into something new, so you need to put positive energy there. Again, deal with whatever this is. It's okay. And I always say, don't suppress your feelings, don't suppress your emotions. Feel, do what you have got to do. Cry, sing, laugh, dance, be mad if you have to, but also give the positive energy that you need to give here, because you are building upon something great. You are building upon something that's going to create stability for you and going to create great foundations for you. But you've got to understand that you have to look at things in a certain light and do things a little bit differently in order for this energy to really be tapped into, in order for you to really harness it and actually do something with it, okay? The next card that you've got coming up in your spread is the Strength card, and the Strength card is coming up in the position of where you need to take the leap of faith, where you need to be a little bit more adventurous. And so this is very interesting that this is coming up here, because the Strength card is kind of an adventurous card. I think this is more so attached to whatever is causing the emotional imbalance, and this is saying take the leap of faith or charge forward. Whatever this is, Pisces, I feel like really may have thrown you off. And again, if this is not resonating with you, I hope it is if you're listening so far this long, but if it's not, check out the other videos. But if it is, whatever this is, Pisces, really threw you off and maybe has you in a headspace of feeling like, not necessarily like I can't do this, or I don't, like I can't, I just more so get a pick up on an energy of not understanding why things work out the way that they do, and because of things happening the way that they did, like I said, it really shook you up, and it has you just not necessarily to the point of like I don't want to do this, but more so to the point of like I don't feel moved to do things right now, if that makes sense. And maybe I'm speaking to somebody specifically, but that I don't know. This Strength card coming up here, Pisces, is saying, listen, again, shit happens. Life happens the way that it should, and it has to, and sometimes we don't understand, but that life instances are not meant to make you stop. They're not meant to halt you. They're not meant to hold you back from living the life that you're supposed to live. So through all the chaos, through the imbalance, as you're balancing yourself out, you have got to persevere. You've got to stay strong. You've got to keep your eye on the prize, baby. Okay? You got the Ace of Wands here. You just came into something new. It would make no sense for you to lose your spunk as you just got to this new point. It would make no sense for you to give everything that you just put into an instance that happened that you can't change, if that makes sense. I hope I'm speaking to somebody, because this I feel this very heavy on my heart. Like I just feel like you guys are like, I just made it, and now this shit, and it makes you sad. It makes you feel some type of way, and I don't know what that is. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but I hopefully somebody. It is okay, Pisces. Things will get better. You may never understand why things happen the way that they do, but they happen because they're supposed to, and as they happen, like I said, you can't take that as an opportunity to stop. You got to take that as an opportunity to push forward. Again, that's not saying to not live through and to not feel the experiences of what happened, but you, as you feel the emotional imbalance, feel that, and then understand that you've got to bring yourself back into balance. This is an alignment card, so even though the energy coming in at the beginning of the spread was more so on kind of the negative, quote-unquote, aspect of the end of the card, this is an alignment card. This is what you're supposed to be tapping into, and this Ace of Wands can come behind this. Whatever this is, again, devote that positive energy here. Look at this like, okay, this shit might be going on, but I've got this. Make this your motivation to align yourself, okay? Stay strong, Pisces. You got it. You got it, my little water babies. I believe in you. Okay, y'all. Last card that you have coming up in your spread is in the position of your soul, your spirit message. It is the Three of Fire. This is a card that talks about losing your direction and finding your way back. So with everything that came up in this spread, I think this card is to say whatever is happening, do not allow that to take you off course. Feel the feelings. that are attached to it, but do not allow that to move, like, take you away from what it is that you're doing. I keep saying feel the feelings because I feel like it's something that, I don't know, was maybe unexpected, and you're just like, whoa, okay, wow, I wasn't ready for that. So it's not to say to just move on from whatever that was, or forget about it. Feel it, experience it, deal with it, work through it, acknowledge it, release it. But remember that you've got a mission. Remember that you had a plan and that you just started it. Keep going, Pisces. It will be okay. Things will get better. Keep putting energy into the life that you saw yourself living, because you're at the beginning of it. You're starting it. All right. Okay, Pisces, that was intense for me. I don't know about y'all, but I hope that these cards provided you with some insight. If you feel like you need a little bit more clarity or you want a personal reading, please feel free to book one with me through my Etsy shop. If you don't see anything on there that you like, just send me an email, and I got all that information down below. Again, check out your moon and or rising sign if you feel like this video wasn't for you, or if you're just curious. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the video, please and thank you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them down below. Mercury retrograde is over, so I'm ready to talk to you guys and be punctual again. What else? Let's say like, comment, yes, share. If you have any Pisces friends or friends with a lot of Pisces in their charts, or know anybody trying to figure out what's going on in their little Pisces bays, boos, lives, send them this link, help them get it all together, help them understand. You guys share my videos all the time. I appreciate you. And also subscribe if you're still kicking it with me. 22 minutes in. All of these videos have been 22 minutes today, and I've been seeing all the master numbers, so what's poppin', universe? What's good? If you're still here with me 22 minutes in, go on and hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with when I put out new content. I've got a lot of changes. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. I've got a lot of changes coming up with this new year, and I've also got a couple of bonus things coming up before the year is up, and I would love for you guys to be tuned in and to, you know, walk with me through that journey. So hit the subscribe button, please and thank you. I'd appreciate it. And I think that's it. I said like, I said comment, I said ask me questions, told y'all to buy readings, I said share, I said subscribe, I said it all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next time.